so our next little activity here, we are going to do another formula. So we're going to activate D15. And what we're going to be doing is multiplying the hours times the rate, and that actually is going to give us their salary. So I'm going to do an equal sign. I'm going to click on hours. I'm going to do an asterisk for multiplication. Now this is also on the numeric keypad. It's just right above the number 9. And then I'm going to click on the rate. Okay, so I've got equal B15 times C15, and I'm going to go ahead and press enter. Now the book has C15 times B15. It really doesn't matter which cell you put first. You're multiplying 2 cells together. Okay, so at this point I'm looking at the result. And we do need to copy that formula down. But instead of using fill down like we did before, we're actually just going to use the fill handle. And this is what I normally would do to copy formulas and functions. You have to click on the formula or function that you want to copy. So I'm clicking on D15. And then I'm actually going to position the mouse over the little square in the lower right corner. That is the fill handle. And you can use that to copy text, sequences, or calculations. So I'm going to position over the corner. And when you see that skinny little plus sign, you're going to left drag down to D20, and it will copy your formula or function. Now I'm going to hit undo, because what I've seen a lot of students do, instead of getting this little skinny plus sign, they don't position the mouse in the right spot. And what they end up with is a 4-headed arrow. The 4-headed arrow is the universal sign for moving contents. So you definitely do not want to left drag when you see that, because it will actually move your calculation. So what you want to do is make sure you get it right over the little square and that you have the skinny plus sign. And then you can left drag and it will actually copy. And we're going to go ahead and save. And now they do want you to be able to tell just by double clicking what other cells were used in the calculation. And this is helpful if you're working on somebody else's spreadsheet. If we double click on D20, you can see it's kind of color coded. So it's showing you the other cells, the cell reference, and also by color, you can kind of see where that is. Okay, now, once you double click, you do need to press escape to get out of edit mode. And we're going to make a couple changes to our data, and you will see those reflected over here in the results. So for B16, we are going to change it to 28. For C17, we are changing it to 1910. For B19, we're changing it to 24. Okay. And you should have seen those changes reflected immediately in the salaries. And what we're going to do now is kind of change the format of the numbers from D16 through D20. Because when we used that fill handle, it actually copied the formatting in addition to the formula. And for cells D16 through 20, we don't want the accounting format. So we're going to change it to comma. And we're going to go ahead and leave the 2 decimals. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and hit save.